In this video, we're going to suppose that f and g are defined as the following. F of x is equal to 2x squared, and g of x is equal to x minus 4. And we want to use that to find the f plus g of x and the f minus g of x. And so this problem is a problem dealing with the algebra of functions. Really, we're just adding functions together and subtracting functions for something like this. And so what we want to do is we just want to write this notation in a form that's easier to use. So let's go ahead and look at f plus g of x first, which you can see in blue. And what I'm going to do is, this notation is kind of confusing, but let's just rewrite it as f of x plus g of x. Because really that's all it's saying. It's just a special notation, a way of writing that, I guess, shorthand, which it's really not that much shorter, honestly. But that's what it really means. And if it's written out as f of x plus g of x, then it's pretty easy to see. All you have to do is plug in 2x squared in the place of f of x and x minus 4 in the place of g of x. So that's all we're doing, is plugging those two functions into place. So instead of f of x, we're going to put 2x squared plus, instead of g of x, we're going to put x minus 4. And that's it. So now we can just do a little bit of algebra to make that look a little bit nicer. We can remove the parentheses because there's nothing being multiplied there and there's not a negative out front. So overall, we can just write this as 2x squared plus x minus 4. And that's our answer for the f plus g of x. So again, just rewriting it makes this problem a lot easier. So let's go ahead and do the same thing with the f minus g of x. Again, let's just rewrite it as f of x minus g of x. And again, just plug in what f of x and g of x are equal to. So f of x is the same thing as 2x squared minus, and g of x is the same thing as x minus 4. So in this particular case, putting the parentheses around your second function is extremely important because we can't just remove those. And that's probably the most common mistake I see on a problem like this, is at this point you just want to circle that and let it be your answer after you've removed the parentheses. But what we have to do is we have to distribute this negative. And so that's why it's a good habit to, any time you're plugging in a function, whether you're adding or subtracting in between the two functions, just always put the second function in parentheses. Because if it's a plus, you can just let it go. It just adds one extra layer of security to you, because if it is a minus, you have to distribute. So after distributing, we'll have 2x squared. Negative times x is going to give us minus x, and then a negative times a negative 4 is going to give us plus 4. So 2x squared minus x plus 4 is going to be your answer for the f minus g of x. So again, all you have to do is just, you don't even have to rewrite it. After you've seen a few problems like this, you'll know it. You'll know how to do this, but always feel free to rewrite f plus g as f of x plus g of x, f minus g as f of x minus g of x. And then just be sure to put the second function in parentheses so you distribute that negative in the minus case.